The office of the presidency is one of immense power and responsibility, demanding extraordinary individuals to lead a nation. Yet, amidst the grandeur and history, a sobering reality exists. Sometimes presidents leave office not through peaceful transitions of power, but through the unexpected hand of fate. This brings us to today's video. Namibian president dies at 82. We are going to find out the cause of his death and the implications that this passing will have in Namibia. According to the presidency, Namibia's 82-year-old president Hage Geingob passed away early on Sunday in a hospital. The Namibian government says he was surrounded by his family at the time of his passing. This is happening after Geingob's office announced last month that he had begun treatment following the discovery of cancerous cells during a routine colonoscopy and gastroscopy. The announcement stated that the African leader would continue to fulfill his presidential responsibilities, but did not disclose the nature of his illness or prognosis. Later, Geingob's administration declared that he would leave for medical treatment in the U.S. and return to Namibia on February 2. Geingob had been in charge of the thinly populated and mostly arid southern African country since 2015, the year he announced he had survived prostate cancer. He was born in 1941 and was a prominent politician before Namibia achieved independence from white minority-ruled South Africa in 1990. As Namibia gained independence on March 21 of that year, he became the country's first prime minister and held the post until 2002. He also served as the chair of the committee that developed the country's constitution. Geingob joined the ruling Southwest Africa People's Organization, SWAPO, in 2007 as an agitator for independence, when Namibia was still known as Southwest Africa. He later rose to the position of vice president within the organization. Since Namibia's independence, SWAPO has maintained its hold on power without opposition. He won the 2014 election with 87% of the vote. However, a subsequent survey in November 2019 showed that he just missed a runoff with slightly more than half of the vote. The reins of leadership are now passed to Vice President Nangolo Mbumba, who will steer Namibia, known for its significant diamond deposits and lithium reserves crucial for electric car batteries, until the upcoming presidential and parliamentary elections at the end of the year. Mbumba has been sworn in as the fourth president of Namibia. The swearing-in ceremony took place in Windhoek by Chief Justice Peter Chivute. Mbumba has said that the cabinet will convene immediately to make funeral arrangements. Take note that Geingob was expected to hand over power after 2 terms in office. How is this death going to impact the upcoming elections? People are saying the vice president could introduce an element of uncertainty, as he might pursue different policies or campaign strategies compared to Geingob. The power vacuum could lead to increased political maneuvering within the ruling SWAPO party and opposition groups, potentially altering dynamics and alliances. The election campaign might also be muted initially due to a period of national mourning, possibly affecting campaign schedules and public engagement. Geingob's vision for Namibia was the long-term development framework for the country to be a prosperous and industrialized nation, developed by her human resources, enjoying peace, harmony, and political stability. His vision for Namibia could influence public opinion and voter choices by serving as a major campaign platform for most candidates. Candidates who pledge to carry out Geingob's programs or those who support substantial change and a different course may be chosen by voters. That is if elections are going to be held. Mbumba's approach during the interim presidency will significantly influence public perception and electoral strategies. It's not news that Western powers like the US, the UK, France, Belgium, and others have always been eliminating African presidents who do not do their bidding in their quest to exploit Africa. We created a video showing you how African leaders who wanted to revolutionize their countries were taken out by Western powers who wanted to install puppet leaders so that they could exploit the masses in Africa. We also can't forget how most recently, John Pombe Magufuli died mysteriously as he was working 100% for his people at the expense of the West. Magufuli died aged 61 from what authorities say was a heart condition, after a mysterious absence of almost 3 weeks, and questions remain over the true cause of his death, which the opposition say was from COVID-19. We do not want to mention Gaddafi, Lumumba, and others who were brutally taken out. Now, there have been many attempts on Ibrahim Traore's life since he seized power in Burkina Faso and is transforming the country just like Sankara before him. Sankara too was taken out brutally by a French puppet. Rumors have already been flying around that Namibia's president was taken out in a similar way since he stood and spoke against Germans after Germany sided with Israel to perpetuate the genocide in Gaza. This could be a possibility, although there's no clear evidence. His comments provoked reactions at home and abroad. He accused Germany of being unable to draw lessons from its horrific history. Geingob tweeted on the X app that Germany had chosen to defend in the International Court of Justice the genocidal and gruesome acts of the Israeli government against innocent civilians in Gaza and the occupied Palestinian territories. President Geingob appealed to the German government to reconsider its untimely decision to intervene as a third party in defense and support of the genocidal acts of Israel before the International Court of Justice. But we are not to follow rumors now. President Geingob clearly died out of illness. Many Namibians have expressed sadness and offered condolences to the president's family and the nation. Tributes highlighted his leadership, contributions to the country, and personal qualities. Discussions centered on Geingob's legacy have started popping up on social media. Some are praising his role in achieving independence and promoting reconciliation, while others point to economic challenges and unfulfilled promises. The economy continues to face structural challenges, such as chronic high inflation, high levels of unemployment, weak institutions, a challenging business environment, high levels of public debt, rising inequality, high levels of food insecurity, and high levels of poverty. Namibia's economy is divided into two sectors: a traditional subsistence sector and a contemporary market sector that generates the majority of the nation's income. Even though subsistence farming and herding employ the majority of the people, Namibia has over 200,000 skilled laborers and a sizable number of highly qualified professionals and managers. The sudden change in leadership has led to anxiety and questions about the future. People are expressing concerns about potential political instability, economic uncertainty, and the upcoming elections. Some Namibians used social media to criticize the government's performance under Geingob, calling for accountability, transparency, and addressing issues like poverty and inequality. It is hard to predict with certainty how Mbumba will govern Namibia at this point. He is an obscure person, and not much is known about his intentions or political beliefs. But in the run-up to the elections, he'll likely concentrate on preserving peace and stability throughout the nation. He might also take action to solve some of the most urgent issues facing the nation, like unemployment and poverty. It's crucial to keep in mind that he is only acting as president on an interim basis. In November 2024, the people of Namibia will have the chance to choose a new president. The former Prime Minister of Chad, Moussa Faki Mahamat, expressed his deepest condolences to the Geingob family, the Namibian government, and the people of Namibia. He commended Geingob's dedication to peace, democracy, and development in Namibia and the region. President Cyril Ramaphosa described Geingob as a true friend and comrade and stated that South Africa and Namibia shared a deep and special relationship built on shared struggle and sacrifice. President Joe Biden also conveyed his condolences and highlighted Geingob's leadership in guiding Namibia through its transition to democracy. Many other leaders have dropped their heartfelt condolences. Namibia is a country rich in mineral resources, including diamonds and uranium. The demise of the president could attract more Western powers to the country to exploit the country. Though Namibia has a long history of cooperation with Western countries, and this will likely continue. Namibia has resilience and innate strengths even in the face of uncertainty. The country will soon have to decide on its course, and the election that is coming up is crucial. Through an awareness of the current uncertainties, possible paths, and Namibia's innate potential, locals may face the future with cautious optimism and a determination to assist the country's peaceful and successful growth. Do you think the demise of the president and the coming up of elections in Namibia is going to cause some problems in the country? Let us know what you think. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the New Tourist channel. Turn on notifications too so you get notified whenever we upload videos like this with you. Thanks for watching and see you in our next video.